Hello, welcome to Cardminds. Thank you for stopping by. This is going to be a Taurus weekly money and career reading from May 5th to the 11th, 2025. Happy birthday, Taurus. I hope you are all well. Be on the lookout, on the hear out for the magic word if you're interested in putting your name in the hat for free reading. All you have to do is put the magic word down below in the comment section and be subscribed. I'm going to pull one oracle card, see what the root of the matter is, see what we need to know for Taurus. What is the message for this upcoming week? What do we need to know for the sign of Taurus? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What do we need to know for the sign of Taurus? What is the message? Taurus weekly money and career, May 5th to the 11th, for the sign of Taurus. Remember that this is your community, our community, and that by sharing your journeys, by connecting to this channel, by watching these readings, we share, and therefore I am able to continue to deliver these messages. So just remember that this is your channel, these are your readings, and that it is with that I can continue. So thank you for sharing, and remember that the most important is you. All right, Taurus, what do we have here? Beautiful. The book, knowledge, secrets. Okay. So let's see what you are learning here, or what information you're gaining, or what secrets you're revealing, or doors you're opening. There's a certain moment of sincerity, of honesty, of opening truths, or someone sharing knowledge with you. All right, let's see. What is this all about? Okay, so let me pull one card from the Secret Garden on the book. What is the key here? What is the secret, or the knowledge, or the information you are gaining here, Taurus? What is this all about? Can I get one card on the book? Beautiful. Okay, so there's something ending, sort of something that made you sad, or that was difficult for you, emotionally difficult for you, but it sort of is transforming into an opportunity for you, an opportunity to resolve something, or to be happy, or to reconnect, or to understand. And so these are really two opposite energies. And because of something painful, or because of the end of something, or something that, really was hurtful, or was sad, right? You are now reconnecting, or able to enjoy life, enjoy things, and step into a really beautiful, lucky energy for you. Connecting to it's almost like connecting to little stars, or connecting to little, how can I say that? Not shining stars, but little lights. I'm looking for another word. It'll come to me. All right, let's pull some cards. Twinkle star. All right, so I'm seeing, those things that that you light up on a birthday cake, and they sort of twinkle and whatever. You'll have to tell me what that is. You light it up and it's a long stick and it goes shh, you know, that thing. That's what I'm seeing. And I don't know how to say that. I don't know have the words for that, but that's okay. So these are little moments that are those little mini fireworks, right? That are making you happy, the joy and happiness of opening your heart and reconnecting. Queen of Swords, Temperance, the Strength, beautiful, and the Ace of Cups. There's the emotions, this new beginning or this new emotion you're feeling. And I feel like this is something that has been on your heart, but the Queen of Swords, you're in your mental power, Taurus. You're in your authority, in your mental power. And it's beautiful because here you are in all your mental strength, all your control. And at the same time, you're realizing that confronting these energies, you're going to have to take your time. In other words, it might not be on your why am I not finding words today? Here, cardminds, pull it together. On your terms. Very good. Thank you. This is you're in control. You want the truth. You want conversations. You want to know what's going on, but you need your mental power, your control, your authority at all times. Okay. But we have the Temperance, and Temperance is saying, hey, it's going to take time. It's going to take balance and patience to allow yourself to move into a different zone, a different space. And it's going to require you to be resourceful, to tap into that energy. But here we have that Ace of Cups. It's almost like you're starting a new emotional cycle. But you're moving in the right direction. It might not be at the speed you want it to go or on your terms, but right now it's not about your terms, if that makes sense. And you're controlling yourself to allow yourself to open your heart and communicate and be your, yes, we have, look at that, beautiful. So let me just move this, one moment, push this up a little bit. Three of Wands, something completely new is coming in. New ships coming in, and the King of Cups, you're finding that emotional balance. And I feel like this is something that you want to do. You want change. You want a new beginning. You want new creativity. You want to be part of something new. Maybe you've planned something. Maybe you've participated in something or wanting to develop something, or want a new job, or want a new, being part of a new energy. With the Three of Wands, it's really accepting everything to come in, and greeting it and accepting it in a very balanced and mature way, not being dramatic, not explaining that you have to do it differently or it has to be on your own terms. Sorry. Let me just grab a little tea. Slowly but surely, you're placing or maneuvering yourself in a new emotional cycle. And Three of Wands, it's coming in a beautiful way, and it's putting you in a really balanced emotional state. And this is whatever you went through. Yeah. Six of Swords, you're moving into something smoother, calmer waters, and you are allowing yourself, you're allowing yourself to open your heart And it feels like you haven't done that in a long time. And it feels like you've been on the highway, right? Highway, money, control, power, needing to be there. And then there's a stop. And then there's you controlling the stop and controlling your environment and controlling, you know, what's going on. And then you realize that the people or the situation, it can be in your job, it can be in your family environment, friends, partner, whatever it is, the stop is like pushing you to slow down and to have more patience. And that's going to lead you, well, to make a decision. But when you make this decision, because you're at that crossroads, you're probably going to make a choice that is going to be completely different than what you've ever done before. Because you're letting go. The emotions, there we go, letting go. And the choice of bringing something else in is not about the money or the me, or I need to know, or I need to be there, I need to be part of this, or I need to know the truth, or I need to be in control. You're leaving a lot of emotions behind, a lot of emotions. And that's why we have the death card here. And it's almost like the lucky death card. In other words, you releasing all these emotions or allowing yourself to leave something behind unachieved or unfulfilled, right? That stop. You're on the highway and you stop and you're supposed to continue, but you're not. You're stopping there and you are opening your heart to whatever needs to be addressed, a person, a job, a professional situation, family, whatever. And you are sort of allowing yourself to leave something behind, to leave emotions behind, and to leave whatever it is. And it can be people, it can be you and yourself, letting go emotions that you've had to address for a long time. 5 of Pentacles, feeling left out, feeling not enough, feeling people are not letting you in, or you're not in the inner sanctum, or you're not able to be, right? Whatever it is, something completely new is coming in. But the new really, really pushes you to be resourceful and to also understand to let go those emotions, or to let go those ties, or whatever it is that's been pushing you, right? You're at that crossroads. What am I doing? Am I remaining in these emotions, in this control that I want to be, the power, all that? Or can I release guilt, or release whatever's on my shoulders? I'm surprised we don't have the Judgment, but let's pull a few more cards on this Eight of Cups, and then we'll pull cards on the Ace of Cups. Like, really look at that. It's a whole renewal of emotions, the utter joy of feeling lighter, or finding the joy to meet new people, to be more creative, to create something new, or to be part of something new, and really being part of a new circle, or a new job, or a new company, new people. And whatever you're purging, whatever you're cleansing or clearing or healing, whatever it is, it's really loving and trusting like you've never done before. Okay. Eight of Cups. Why do we have the Eight of Cups here? Yeah, there we go. The Tower. You can't be in that tower anymore. You don't want to be in that tower anymore. It's understanding that it's almost like that tower is suffocating you, and you have been in that tower for a long time. Yeah, then we have three of wands. We're full circle, and it's a real breakthrough for you to, like, I feel like it's a sudden shift or sudden realization, sudden understanding, whether it's a connection or something you've been feeling or at the job or whatever it is, right? It's going to be different for everyone. So please comment down below and share what you're going through. But I feel like there's an understanding here to slow down and to really reconnect with loving energies that you have sort of forgotten, or just, right? The fact that you were frustrated or felt not part of something, or felt it wasn't enough, or felt that there's sort of unfulfilled emotions. Something is shaking you up. Something is shaking you up with the tower. So maybe it's a family situation. Maybe it's the end, the passing of someone. That is possible. But something is shaking you up here that is liberating and really tearing down all your old beliefs or structures or illusions, right? To really make room for that new growth and understanding. And it really forces you to confront deep truths. And that's why we have the Two of Swords and the Eight of Cups, right? Release, having to choose to let go those emotions, even if they've been part of you for a very long time. All right. I know this is money and career. I know that it's titled, but you know how, for anybody that's just popping in, this is how I read. It's always very emotional. But there is a part of you that has to decide who you want to connect with, on an emotional level, to be able to make this choice. All right, let's just pull one card on the Two of Swords, please. And then one on the Ace of Cups. One on the Two of Swords. What's the decision here? What's the crossroads? Wow, truth's coming out. Needing to shine light on something, things that have been beneath the surface, that haven't been revealed, haven't been discussed, that need to come out. Yeah, about being felt left out. With an Aries, a father figure. And there you are. So you're revealing something, you're bringing up something, or there's something that is brought up to you that needs to be addressed to now move forward. What is the Ace of Cups, please? What is this Ace of Cups? And then we'll move on to the Three of Wands to see what's coming in. There's a real sudden shift there, sudden awareness with the Tower. Wow, there's your wish. There's that new love, that new connection, that new emotional inspiration that you want. Oh, look at that. Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. So this sadness, or this having to confront a truth or a situation, or even the passing of someone, has really put you in like, it's a whole new ball game. You're putting your end of cycle. We don't even have the Judgment. We don't have the Death card, although we do have it here. But it's putting you in a whole new aura of love, and aura of understanding, and wanting to connect to certain things. Yes, look at that. Anxiety, you're still very controlling, and you're hanging on to pentacles, but not just pentacles, but you're also hanging on to your control, your possessiveness, your possessions, your people, your family. Very, very anxiety driven over your possessions that you don't want to change, or you don't want it to change, right? And what are you hanging on to? Because here you have the wish of starting something new, of having a new opportunity, or coming into a new work cycle or business opportunity. That's what you wish. You want to have that stamina and that inspiration again to start a new job, or to start a new business, or be on a new project, or create something new, whatever it is, right? But we have both the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles, which tells me it's a new financial beginning or new financial opportunity, but also opening your heart and working with people in a different way. And I think that you are going to be connecting with people in a different way and seeing and understanding emotions in a different way. Three of Wands. Let's see what's coming in. What does it look like? What does it feel like, Taurus? This Three of Wands. It's come up twice. So what is coming in? What is coming in for Taurus? What does it feel like? What does it look like? Not too many cards. What does it feel like? Thank you. Harsh conversations. Control. But harsh conversations. Truth is important for you. Truth is really important for you. I feel like with this this King of Swords, it can be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but I don't think so. I feel like this is you really understanding how important truthful conversations have to be. And clarity. You want to be in, it's all about truth and your intellectual power, but also taking action. You're all in action, right? It's emotional, but at the same time, you're still in your action and in your power. So you're going to have much more clarity of mind here, and you're going to stand firm in your truth, and you're in your truth, and stand firm in your convictions. But at the same time, you, instead of just pushing through and knowing what can get in your way and just eliminating so you can stay in control, I feel like you're finding solutions to soften this and to open your heart, like little pockets of love, instead of just cruising, cruise mode, and getting everything out of your way that it's not really what you think is right, or that you want, get everything getting out of your way that is not the way you think it should be, right? Because it's uncomfortable. All right, so there's a bunch of cards that just popped out. So let's see. Am I taking these first? Okay, so we have Page of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag, but I think this is exciting. It's movement forward, following your heart, balancing emotional maturity. And then we have the end of cycle with the world and the sunship, the sudden awareness, shaking things up. And again, the King of Wands. So we have the Page of Wands and we have the King of Wands. But you're daring. You're daring to put yourself out there, or there is an Aries, Leo, Sag around you. It's possible. I feel like you're courageous here. You're courageous to be different and to dare things. But with with the world, it's the end of a cycle, the end of an era, and there's a sudden end of an era. And now you're pushing forward in really understanding where you are and why you don't want to be in that tower anymore, and why those foundations that held for so long, that were yours and that you didn't think twice, suddenly become uncomfortable or feel like they're not working anymore, it's not that stability anymore, or it's not making sense to you anymore. That is something that you're releasing, and now it's almost like you're building a whole new tower with much more balance and open heartedness and emotion instead of just control. I hope that makes sense to you. I hope so. And again, these are just messages. Don't shoot the messenger. That's just nothing to do with me. So I hope you enjoyed this reading as much as I did. Thank you so much for watching, Taurus. Thank you to each and every one for sharing, for being here, for connecting, for watching this channel. Gratitude from the bottom of my heart. Gratitude to each and every one. I want to say that the magic word here is rebuilding. Rebuilding. You can choose between rebuilding and opening my heart. Those two energies are interactive. So rebuilding or opening my heart will be the words for the magic word if you're interested in putting your name in the hat, or just sharing. If you don't wish to share, you could just put a heart down below. Thank you so much for watching, Taurus. Take care. Have a great week. Bye-bye.